Hey air signs, welcome to your reading for the month of November. Better late than never, but here I am. It's been a while, and so you guys are represented by the paper chain bat that I made. So this reading for air signs is going to apply if your sun, moon, or rising sign is an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This reading is going to be about a persistent energy that has kept you stuck for a long time. So this could be another person, a job, a mindset, belief, or a habit that you have. And this may be something that you are not actually aware of. So for this reading, I'm going to ask 3 different questions and pull 3 cards. So what is the energy? Why is it still here? And what can we do about it? So I'll draw 3 cards and then maybe some additional ones if we need more information. So I'm using the dark Fairytale tarot for our reading today. So as usual, just keep in mind that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. And that I will have the full disclaimer down below in the description box for you, as well as some more information about the reading. And if you enjoy this, please remember to like and subscribe if you feel inclined. Okay, so we're going to get straight into it. So we'll begin with 3 cards for you. Okay, let's see. And if any of these come up reversed, I will take them. I don't flip my deck and plan for reversals, but if we get any, we'll go with it. So we have a lot of, the Hierophant has been showing up quite a bit. Okay, so we have this is the Page of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant, and the World card. So what is keeping you stuck here? So with the Page of Wands, so right away what I'm getting from these 3 cards is I heard there's something that you have failed to learn. So there's some lesson, and this lesson is being presented by life itself. So it's something that has been brought to your attention numerous times that you have sort of, there's a stubborn, immature energy here, as if you have decided that you don't want to bother about this or even take it seriously. You have rejected it and turned away from it many times. And whatever this is, it's actually preventing you from becoming the person you were meant to be, from fulfilling your destiny, your goals, from achieving a full life, and from achieving a sort of balance and completion in all areas of your life. So I'm going to try and elaborate here and see. Now with the Hierophant, I'm wondering exactly what the nature of this lesson is. So I'm going to pull a card to clarify this. So interesting, a lot of major arcana. So now we've got the Emperor showing up again. This is one that's come up in other signs readings as well. So there's definitely a lack of discipline here. There's a lack of resistance to maturity as well. Certain wisdom, and I feel this is something you're partially aware of, but it's not fully formed. So let me see, what is I just want to get something more on the nature of this situation. So we have the 7 of Swords. So it's very much, it's drawing attention to the ways in which you deceive yourself. So these could be unhealthy coping mechanisms. These could be, in a way, it feels like you sort of twist things in your mind in such a way that you don't end up dealing with them at all, or you find a way to sort of absolve yourself of any kind of responsibility to do something about it. So this is also a very entrenched pattern. It's very, so there's a failure to start, and there's a failure of initiation here, and pages being the students, failure to initiate the lesson, as I said before. So let me see, let me elaborate on this more in terms of, so what you could do about it. Well, in the position of what you could do about it, this would mean that you've got to start, so you've got to begin facing this, so that's obvious. And so what would help you with that? Let's see here. So the 10 of Swords. So really facing the truth. I mean, I feel as though this is a fairly straightforward message. Whatever the truth of your situation is, you never want to face it. And so you also have I see this as a victim mentality card in a sense. So when the truth hits you, it's as if you have a very dramatic, over-the-top reaction to it, but that's not entirely your fault. It's because you haven't learned good coping mechanisms or problem-solving skills as well. And so you tend to go down pretty easily whenever you have to face a truth about yourself. If it's something, it could be something that is fixable, that is not that big of a deal, does not have to be that big of a deal, does not have to bring you to your knees, so to speak, and yet it tends to do that because there's an emotional immaturity and high sensitivity to criticism, this is work that you simply don't want to do. And the problem is that there is a structure that's being demanded from you that you're going to have to create if you ever want to get to this point here. It's something you can't skip, and so you're staying. This is why it's still here, because you're staying stuck in the, well, I don't want to, I'm not even. It's like you have the lesson book in front of you and you've read the title and you decided you don't like it, so you're not even going to open the book. That's what this feels like. And there's anger and resentment here as well, I'm feeling, with that Page of Wands. So let's sort of elaborate on what could help you to break out of this. So what can you do about it? Well, first of all, in the position of, this was the original position for what you could do, what the solution could possibly be. And it's recognizing that if you want this, there is no completion, there is no achievement without dealing with all this. It's not gonna happen, and I think you're being stubborn about that. So we're going to look at one more card in terms of what can you do about this. So I can't make this up. There's the Page of Wands, and what comes out? The Ace of Wands. So in other words, they're saying start, open the textbook. You're gonna have to do this. They're saying, like, there is no way around this. There are no shortcuts. You have to start at one. You've got to begin, whether you like it or not. I noticed the readings have been sort of like this tough love sort of approach lately. So I'm gonna see what else. Because really, if you're having trouble with coping with adversity and coping with introspection and things like that, and really seeing yourself and what the things are that you need to work on, I mean, obviously therapy and counseling, things like that can help you. So let's see what your first action card will be in terms of bringing this to some type of... Okay, why do they want me to take two? So I'm going to take these two. So we have the Empress and we have the Two of Swords. So in other words, it's saying you have to make the decision once and for all. So maybe you've kind of turned the idea over in your mind, but ultimately you always sort of just reject it and toss it away. But the Empress is talking about birthing something new, and this could be a new version, referring to a new version of yourself, and finally deciding to look at the truth of what goes on in your mind. Because with the Swords card, we deal with the realm of the mind, of thoughts, of rationality. And so I'm just going to get... So for you that may look like deciding to actually do the work in therapy. And what I'm also getting with this Ace of Wands too is, if you have any anger, channel that anger towards your healing, because the Wands being fire is a card of passion, and the first emotion showing up for you felt angry and resentful. You need to channel that somehow into healing yourself, into deciding that whatever it is or whoever it is that has held you back in the past, whatever it is you don't want to deal with, that you're going to have to harness the anger you have towards that and in order to deal with it. So let's see what they have for you here for your last card. So the Eight of Cups. So you're leaving a comfort zone. You're leaving behind basically what is to go and pursue something else in the realm of emotion. And I think this is emotional healing, and it's inner knowledge, emotional resilience. It's basically time, they're saying it's basically time to leave this place that you find yourself in. And it looks like we have an eclipse here. So it's interesting. Eclipses tend to be not extremely rare events, but they're rare enough that there may be an opportunity that has come up for you to do this healing work. And if you don't take it now, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting a while again before perhaps your state of mind is willing and to take this journey. So it's saying that at this moment in time, you are in a good place to do this work, and that now is the time. And it's a fleeting sort of window here in terms of what is available to you. Perhaps there is somebody, a professional, mental health professional, or someone working in your area, or somebody has become available or has an opening, or somebody has said to you, hey, you know, I started doing this, you know, join this support group or something. There's a door or some kind of window that is open to you, that you're being asked to walk through it now. Now is the time. There's an opportunity for transformation.